name is Deepshika Verma, and I hope you all are doing really well. So here's 3 tips to survive middle school and have fun while doing it. So always, number 1 is always expand your comfort zone, and even if you think you can't do it, always try to do it because you never know how you can surprise yourself. Number 2, don't be afraid to ask questions. The teachers and staff are very welcoming and helpful, and they'll always be willing to answer your questions, and you can learn more too instead of just holding it in and not knowing the answer to your question. And finally, number 3 would be don't compare yourself to others. Always compare to yourself, and always try to beat what you have done in the past. Like, don't compare to your friends or other people because that's not going to do you any good. And one piece of advice for the virtual online setting that's going to start this fall would be, if you have a call, since it's going to be live, if you have a call at 8 o'clock or 8:30, don't start at like 7:59. Like, don't get your laptop out or your device. Start a little early, prepare yourself just so you have a few minutes to spare, because it's always better to be early than late. And yeah, that's it. Those are my 3 tips and advice, and I hope you guys have a great year. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Nick Indeglio, and I'm the principal at Downingtown Middle School.
Dr. Indeglio, can you explain what the school schedule will look like this year? Do I have to be on a Zoom call at a certain time if I'm a remote learner?
So, as everyone has seen by now, we'll be starting virtually for the first marking period of the school year. The schedule was released to parents via email, but let me explain it to you briefly. On your first day of instruction, while you're learning virtually, periods 1 through 4 would be synchronous. That means they're live. You'll be on Zoom calls with your periods 1 through 4. For the remainder of the day, periods 5 through 10, that would be asynchronous learning. So that'll be lessons and work that you'll be doing not live. So you'll have flexibility as to when you can complete that work. Whatever works for you, whatever works for your family. On the next day, you would start asynchronous, periods 1 through 4, and then you would be live, periods 5 through 10, and it would alternate as such each day. In regards to Zoom meetings, yes, you would be expected to be online at the time that your class would normally start. As the school year approaches, we'll send more copies home of what the school schedule times are for your classes, and that'll also be indicated on your schedules when those are released on August 17th.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Brown. I'm the 7th grade assistant principal.
Miss Brown, when will I get my schedule? And what if there are problems with it? What do I do?
Schedules will be ready on Monday, August 17th. If you discover that you have any issues in your schedule, especially related to your core subjects, because your on-course classes are pretty much set, I encourage you to contact either me if you're a 7th grader or Dr. Farrell if you're an 8th grader.
Hi everyone, my name is Mrs. Lyman and I'm one of the school counselors at Downingtown Middle School. So we are looking forward to a new school year. Of course, the start of the school year is going to be a little bit different than what we're used to, but we're looking forward to meeting you virtually for now, and hopefully sometime soon we get to meet in person. So we've been going through the questions that you submitted. We've got lots of great questions, and I just want to take a little bit of time to talk about teams. So if you are attending the Cyber Academy, you will not be assigned a team. If you are attending the brick and mortar online learning, you'll be randomly assigned to team A, B, C, or D. Your teams make up your core classes. So for example, if you're on team 7B, you'll have a 7B teacher for your core classes like science, English, math, etc., as well as your homeroom. Your encore classes and your lunch will be a mix of all teams. So the good news is, if you and your friend are on different teams, there's a chance that you could still have classes together, whether it's an encore or a lunch. We do change teams from 7th to 8th grade. So if you're on team 7D for 7th grade, it doesn't necessarily mean that you would be on team 8D for 8th grade. So we change it up. It's an opportunity to meet new people. We also get questions about if classes are a mix of 7th and 8th graders. So in the Cyber Academy, some of the encores are a mix of different grades. In the online, the brick and mortar online setting, the answer is no. For the most part, 7th grade are 7th grade classes, and 8th grade classes are just with 8th graders. The only difference would be for lunch. So our lunches are a mix of both 7th and 8th graders. So hopefully this cleared up some of your questions. We are looking forward to meeting you soon. See ya.
What is the best way to get in touch with my teachers? The best way to contact your teachers is going to be to email them or to Schoology message them. Just make sure you pay attention to their preferred method of contact during your first virtual Zoom meeting. They will be sure to tell you then. As a rule of thumb, give the teacher some time to get back to you. And my other advice would be to make sure you reach out to your teacher proactively rather than to wait until a grade or something you don't understand comes up down the road. So just be proactive, not reactive. And make sure to email them or message them.
Hey Lancers, this is Mr. Shirley, one of the members of your counselor/prevention specialist team at Downingtown Middle School. If you're having trouble with Schoology, it's really important that you let your teacher know as soon as you can. A lot of times there are simple solutions, and the sooner you can let a teacher know there's a problem, the sooner there can be a fix. So, advocate for yourself. I know you can do it.
Hi, I'm Declan. I'm an 8th grader, and here are some tips and tricks for you guys. Number 1, create good habits. Set yourself up for success so that you're ready for the real deal, high school. Number 2, use your resources. Sometimes middle school can get overwhelming or stressful, but I can tell you hands down that the DMS staff is here for you, so don't be afraid to ask for help. Number 3, have fun. Whether it's before school, after school, or even done virtually. Join clubs, create new hobbies, make new friends, and create memories. And some things that helped me to learn online virtually were keeping a normal wake-up time for a normal schedule and writing down my assignments from Schoology and highlighting them off as I went. This helped me by knowing that I didn't forget to do any attendance, I didn't forget any work, and that I had the confidence at the end of the day that I did everything correctly. I hope this helps. Again, this is Declan. Welcome to DMS.
Hi, I'm Dr. Farrell, the 8th grade principal here at Downingtown Middle School.
Dr. Farrell, how much homework will we get? Also, how hard is DMS compared to Marsh Creek?
The amount of homework you can expect is basically 10 minutes per grade level. So if you're in 7th grade, you can expect about an hour to 90 minutes of homework. And 8th grade, about 120 minutes for, again, about between an hour and a half of homework each night. So that's what you should expect. As far as being successful, we are at Downingtown Middle School here to help you. So if you want to be a success here, you are going to be a success. So as compared to Marsh Creek, I think you have just as good a chance as being successful if you make a choice to be successful. Your teachers are here for you, your counselors are here for you, and your administrators are here for you.
Good evening. My name is Mrs. Whitmer, and I am one of the 3 counselors here at Downingtown Middle School. My first question is, how will I hear about clubs and activities? Will any sort of activities be happening? That's a great question. A lot of our students are concerned about having opportunities to interact with one another. It has been such a long time since we've been together, and we all really miss one another. I'll tell you that at Downingtown right now, we're committed to having some opportunities for our students to be able to connect virtually. We don't have all the details nailed down right now, but we're working on creating those activities. We want you to feel as connected as possible during this crazy time. Some of our teachers and teams had hangout Zoom parties where students can socialize with one another with their teachers this past spring, and they were really awesome. We're working on creating more of those activities this fall where kids can play games, etc. I spoke to Dr. Indeglio today, and the teachers, counselors, and administrators have some great ideas in the works, so stay tuned. You can hear about these activities and opportunities on Schoology. There will be messages and blasts about what's going to be happening, so just stay tuned, and we're working on it.
Hello, rising 7th graders. My name is Mrs. Tuckloff Van Zant, and I'm an instructional coach at Downingtown Middle School. I'd like to welcome you to your new school year here at DMS. I know some of you have concerns about being behind, or that you may not have learned everything that you thought you would after we had schools close in mid-March of last year. I assure you your teachers are very aware of that, and they're working right now to make sure you have a smooth transition and a successful school year. I have confidence in you. You're so very talented, and this is an opportunity in your life to learn and grow and develop skills that you're going to use later in life. You are about to become a part of a great team here at Downingtown Middle School. Don't hesitate to reach out to your teachers or your guidance counselors if you have any questions. Be proud of how far you've come and never stop pushing to be the best person that you can be. We're so excited to meet you.
Hey Lancers, I was asked to answer the question, what can I expect this school year? We all know that's a really tough question to answer because big changes can happen unexpectedly. One thing that I expect this school year, though, is that for everyone involved, what is challenging at first is going to get easier with time. Whether it's learning new materials or just learning how to hand something in whatever virtual format you have decided, it's going to be difficult at first. But with time and asking questions and sticking with something, it's going to become less challenging and even easy. I know you got this.
Hey everyone, I'm Mr. Heggie. I teach writing at DMS, and this is Perry. He doesn't teach anything. He's actually going to go now because he's very hungry, and it looks like he's over this already. We all know how hard virtual online learning can be.
I can't finish. I feel so weak.
So I want to share with you 3 things that you can do if you're struggling with online learning. The first thing that you can do is to develop good routines. Good routines will help you so much. So even though we're not coming into the school building, going to bed at a regular time is a good idea. One thing that you can do is to get dressed as if you were coming into school like I am. It will help you so much to feel like you're ready to do something and ready to tackle your day. Maybe it's making breakfast every morning. Maybe it's exercising. Maybe it's making a smoothie at lunch. Find a way to do these regular things to develop good routines. The second thing that you can do is to try something new. So if sitting all day at your computer, your iPad isn't working for you and it's really tough, try something new, change it up. Maybe you try moving to a different part of the room. Maybe you try a different room altogether. Maybe you try sitting on the back patio. You can actually try standing up instead of sitting down. Maybe you sit on your brother's head. Don't do that. Not a good idea. Not parent approved. Or you could just try sitting on a yoga ball.
It is a fitness orb, and it has completely changed my life.
The point is, if something's not working, keep trying something new. The third thing that you can do is to take a break. This one is so easy to do and so important. So if you're getting overwhelmed by all of the work that you have to do, just take a break. Go for a walk. Go for a run. Go down to the kitchen, into the refrigerator, get a drink, some juice, some almond milk, some half and half. That's disgusting. The point is, take a break. It'll be so good for you. So, build good routines. Try something new. Take breaks. All of these are going to help you with virtual learning. And if you're struggling with virtual learning, ultimately remember this. You're not alone. You're not alone. This is really normal, and it doesn't mean that you're not smart, all right? We're going to get through this. We are going to have the best year that we can possibly have, okay? Let's go get it.